Namaste. All right. So this practice will be for cultivating inner peace, shanti. Because only when there is peace within can we manifest peace in the world around us. Nirodhah describes this goal of yoga as calming the disturbances of the mind. Yogas citta-vrrti-nirodhah. Such disturbances arise whenever we resist accepting what life presents us. Peace is the product of inner tranquility, which emerges when the mind is clear, calm, and still. When we commit to stilling our restless mind, we can begin to overcome the anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, desire, and possessiveness that disrupt our inner world. Rest your mind in the mantra of the breath, so hum, as you practice to quell the waves that rock your mental equilibrium. We'll have a calming, restorative practice. And if anything doesn't feel calming or restorative, just sit it out and relax. All right. So we'll do a little of the bumblebee breath, all right? The Brahmari pranayama. So first we need good posture. So we're sitting up straight, tall, the shoulders back, head high, the chin level. And this breath consists of humming, so the lips are lightly closed, and imitating the sound of a bumblebee as you exhale. Perfect. Try another breath. Very good. How about one more breath? Inhale. Lovely. I can visualize those bumblebees buzzing around the hydrangea flowers I saw. Now, let's move into some movement with first the arms lifting on the inhale, touching the palms, and then exhaling, touching the earth. Taking just as long for the inhalation as we do for the exhalation. That's perfect. How about one more inhale? Lift the arms and now twist to the left. Cross the right hand to the left knee. And you're looking over the left shoulder, using that left arm behind you to lift up through the lower back. Now reach up with both arms. Inhale, tall. And exhale, twist to the right. Cross the left hand to right knee. And use the right arm behind you to, like a kickstand. So you're sitting up straight, tall. Take complete breaths in, growing taller. And complete breaths out, twisting. Now, with arms behind, lift up the chest and tilt the head back. Maybe even rock the head from side to side. Now look down and change the feet so the opposite foot comes in front. And begin to fold forward over the hips, lengthening up on the inhale and reaching forward on the exhale. Let the shoulders stay relaxed. The body pulse with the breath. Great. Now, and lift up to a straight back and recline onto the spine. First, take a full body stretch, arms overhead, legs wide, and just shimmy, wiggle, reach and stretch in opposite directions. Good. And interlace the hands behind the head and walk the heels to the right, both legs together, and then inch the shoulders to the right so you're crescent stretching on the outside of the left hip and making a C shape in the spine. Keeping the hips level and the shoulders flat. Now we'll switch sides and walk the heels to the left, inch the shoulders to the left, and create that C shape in the body. The hips flat, the shoulders flat. And breathing into that right side of the waist. Great. And come back to the center and hug knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, letting the arms lengthen on the inhale and contract on the exhale, pulsing with the breath. Easing up on the inhale and stretching deeper on the exhale. Now set the feet down, open the knees apart, and press the soles of the feet together. Lift the hips if you need to readjust in the back. And then lay the palms on the inner thighs to add a little weight as you exhale. Feel that stretch. Inhale, rest in the breath. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Good. Press the knees back together and cross the right ankle over the left knee. So the right knee opens to the side. You can keep that left foot down or lift up the left foot and draw the left knee in towards your chest, threading the right arm through the legs and pulsing with the breath. Feeling the stretch on the exhale. Engage the muscles you're stretching. And then relax everything on the inhale. Use that mantra of the breath. So hum. Now let's switch legs, the right foot down, and cross the left ankle over the right knee, opening the left knee to the side. For added stretch, lift up the right foot and thread the left arm through to hold hands behind the right thigh and draw that right knee closer. With give and take, according to your breath. Breathe in peace. Peace is within you. You are peace. Okay, now let's turn over onto hands and knees. Come up to table pose. And let's begin circling the hips, inhaling forward and exhaling, rounding back. Nice slow circles that match your breath. When you're ready, reverse the circles. Good. Doing great. Exactly. Now come to the center and walk the hands forward. So you're scooping the chest through the arms towards the thighs. Anahata asana, or puppy dog. And sometimes these puppies want to wag their tail. So you can wag the hips from side to side. Or just rest the forehead down. Lift the armpits up by pressing through the finger pads. Good. Then walk the hands back under the shoulders. And push the hips back to the heels for child's pose. Take complete breaths in, expanding up in the back, and complete exhales, melting down, emptying out through the stomach, abdomen, lengthening the spine as you exhale by pressing the palms forward. Now try walking the hands to the left. And feel the stretch along the right side as you claw with the right fingertips and pull back through the right hip. Opening up the sides of the body is just as important as the front and the back. So let's switch sides, walk the hands to the right. And stretch to that left side of the body. And then return to table pose. Here we'll curl the toes under, lift the knees up, and walk the dog. Straightening one leg at a time and moving the hips all around this way and that. Good. That looks fun. Lower the knees down and step right foot forward to lunge. Move the left knee back and press down equally through both legs so you can lift the hands up to that front knee and rest the shoulders down. Inhale, peace. You are peace. Now ground through the strength of your legs and lift up with the arms. Breathe more peace. Perfect. You're doing so well. And lower the hands down. And keeping the left hand down, twist to the right, lifting the right arm up. And some friends like to lift the back knee when you're in this twist, so you can try that. Good. And then rest and lower the knee if it's lifted. Again, to straighten the front leg. And this is where blocks can be very helpful to give you some advantage to be able to lengthen your spine first before folding forward. So inhale, grow tall, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, begin to fold over that right hip. And over a series of breaths, then maybe you're lowering the blocks or putting them aside. You've maintained that length in the spine and the deep, calming breath. So each breath is full of peace. And you can even remember your mantra. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Now, release that side, step right foot back, and step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Lift the hands to that front knee. And settle with your breath. Good. You're doing perfect. Growing from the foundation of strength in your legs. Lift up your heart. Open the mind to recognize the peace within you. You are peace. Now lower the hands and we'll keep the right hand down while we twist to the left and open the left arm up. Very nice. Good. And if you desire to lift the back knee, straighten the right leg, and press back through the right heel. You have Parivrtta Parshvakonasana, the revolved side angle pose. And then rest the hands and knees down. Good. Start to straighten that left knee. Lift up the toes. You may have to walk the heel forward an inch or two. Soften the knee on the inhale. Lift up the spine to lengthen. And then with the exhale, squeeze the kneecap so Tensing that quadricep muscle and drawing the femur back into the hip socket. That nice deep crease in the hip allows you to lengthen your spine up, out, and forward without worrying about how deep you get. Fill the breath with peace, and the pose is peaceful. Fill the mind with peace. You are peace. Or fill the mind with the mantra. So on the inhale, hum with the exhale. And release that side. Step the left foot back. And then curl the toes under. We'll come to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softening the knees and shoulders on the inhale. And then lengthening and stretching the spine on the exhale. Great. You look perfect. Walk the feet forward to the hands. Now if you have blocks, they'll be right in front of your feet. So you can press down on the blocks with your hands and lift up through the navel. The soles of the feet, even in all four corners. The knees soften on the inhale. And we lengthen the legs and arms on the exhale to stretch in the hamstrings and calves. And over a series of breaths, you can try to lower the blocks. Listening to your breath. Recognizing when the peace has ceased to flow and you need to back off, maybe go back to a higher level. All right. Moving the blocks aside, let's stand up. Stretch the arms overhead. Extending the legs down, the arms up. Good. And rest the arms. Step up to the front of the mat. We'll practice Warrior One. Step right foot back and bend the left knee. Keep the back heel grounded. The right hip face forward. There we are. Then lift up the arms. And breathe peace. Inhaling, lifting to the sky. And exhaling, connecting strongly to the earth. Let the peace flow. And rest the arms and begin to fold forward over the front legs. So we're sliding the hands down inch by inch, and perhaps reaching down to blocks at some point. And ultimately straightening the front knee fully as you exhale. So if we can't straighten the knee, then we lift the hands up a little higher. Inhaling so, and exhaling hum. Great. Doing so well. Next inhale, step right foot forward. And exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, stand up. Press the feet down. And raise the arms up. When you're ready, rest. Center. More peace. We'll switch now the left foot, step back. Bend the right knee. And feel in the soles of your feet when you feel steady. And then we'll have warrior Virabhadrasana. Very strong, very powerful warriors. Good. We're warriors for peace. Now, relax, arms down, and begin the pyramid pose, folding over this right hip, Parshvottanasana. You may want blocks to help support. And find a place where you can straighten the front knee, lift up the kneecap, and draw that right hip crease up and back. So we're keeping the pelvis facing parallel to the front of the mat. Got that? Good. You're a genius. Now, pour peace into that pose. Good. Release by stepping the left foot forward. Inhaling, hands to knees. Then exhaling and folding deep over the hips. Okay. Now, we'll walk the feet back to downward dog, or you can go right to table pose, either way. We're transitioning to pigeon. So either from table pose or down dog, swing the right knee forward behind the right wrist. And then walk the left knee back. And begin to lower the head and chest down to a sleeping pigeon. So bolster under the chest or block under the forehead, wherever you need to add a little support. Feel free to do that. And turn inward to the breath. As inhaling peace. And you exhale. Relax into that bliss. If you're ready, switch sides, lifting out of pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapotasana. You may want to walk the knees some and loosen before bringing the left knee forward to our sleeping pigeon. Lower the chest down. And if possible, rest the head on some support, be it a block or the hands or whatever cushions are around. Very good. Listening to your breath, the peace of the mantra. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale, filling the mind. You are peace. Peace is within you. All right, please sit up and swing legs forward. We can have a seated forward fold. Now, if you need a little advantage for height, you can use a little blanket to lift up and tilt the pelvis forward so the lower back draws in, the shoulders roll back. And first we lengthen. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, fold forward. So just proceed at your own pace, taking complete breaths in and complete breaths out. So you can feel peace and be peace. Sitting up straight. Bend the right knee so the right knee opens to the side for Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Pulsing up some on the inhale. Diving deeper on the exhale. Keeping shoulders relaxed. And rest, lifting up. Switch the legs, straightening the right leg, bend the left knee out. Move the sitting bones back, wide apart, and then hug the legs into the midline. Strengthen the muscles, hugging them to the bone. So firm foundation, lifting up with the arms to lengthen. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Using the complete breaths in and complete breaths out to keep peace flowing, circulating, and amplifying. Okay, well, release that side now and lift up to a straight back. And then open the legs to a wide angle. Turn face this way. Okay. Then spiral the inner thighs down, move the sitting bones back, and then draw the lower back in so your spine is lengthening. The legs are strong, muscles hugging to the bone. Good. Great posture there. Now we'll start folding just an inch at a time. And you can have blocks to use as support under your elbows if you get a little farther forward. Or some friends may be down deeper and using the blocks to support the forehead. But you're up high enough that your breath is still peaceful, deep and even. Now we'll lift up and release that forward fold. And moving, knocking things over, but moving around to a reclining position. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do that. You're laying on your back. And we'll begin with a twist. So we'll bend the right knee and press the right foot into the mat to enable us to swing the hips over towards that right side and roll on to the outer left hip, having the right knee cross over to your left hand. Now we're pressing the outer left hip deep into the mat by using muscular energy in the core, pulling the navel to the spine, and gently twisting to look over that right shoulder. The right hip moving down and away. And you can nudge it that direction with that left hand, the web between the thumb and the first finger fitting over the thigh into that hip crease and pushing down towards the bottom of the mat. All right, we'll switch to the other side by laying flat on the back, swinging the hips to the left, and crossing that left knee over to the right hand. Looking back over the left shoulder. Now lengthen the spine, that bottom leg as you inhale. And then press down through the outer right hip as you exhale. The right hand can sort of guide that left hip crease down and away from your rib cage. Now, rest again on your flat back. Lift up both knees and press the feet into the mat. Lift the buttocks and place a block flat underneath the hips and the sacrum. Or if you don't have a block, you could use just the backs of your hands. But here's the block that's comfortable, and we'll invert the legs. So lift legs up to the sky. So generally forward bends and simple inversions are calming to the mind. So we can do these poses at the end of our practice to help us settle the mind, prepare for shavasana or meditation. You can continue to rest the hips on your hands or on the block. Some yogis, some friends want to lift the hips higher into a plow pose. Okay. Go on to that level. And then we'll all meet in happy baby, removing the block and bending the knees in towards the armpits. So you'll hold on to the ankles or the feet and pull down with the hands while the feet resist and press up. And with any additional movement that you intuitively feel would help you relax and calm the mind. Massage on the back as you rock back and forth. And we're going to rock ourselves up to seated and resume an easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Getting up on a pair of blocks or a blanket to make it more comfortable. And here we're going to practice Shanmukti Mudra, which is closing the gates of perception, so we can turn inward. This Shanmukti Mudra supports the practice of pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, which is the fifth limb of Ashtanga Yoga. We'll be closing the two ears, the two eyes, two nostrils, and the mouth. Sealing these 6 gates, the yogi turns inward to cultivate the art of withdrawal, which nourishes inner peace and calmness. The interiorization of the senses help develop concentration and focuses the mind, and be more aware of the sound within. Okay. So a complementary breathing practice is this Bhramari pranayama. So once we've sealed the eyes, nose, so on, then we'll do that bumblebee breath, and you'll notice probably more resonance all inside the skull. So without glasses to interfere. We're using first fingers, right, to pin the eyelids down, and then the second fingers to shut the nostrils, and then the last two fingers to squeeze the lips together. And finally, putting the thumbs against the ear flaps to close the ears, and you begin some bumblebee breath. Okay, great. You can release those and prepare for Shavasana. Laying down while I dim the lights. Light here. Okay. Good. Here, letting your body rest and just melt into the floor. Releasing any final tension or effort in your body, and making any minor adjustments to make sure everything's comfortable, happy, and relaxed. And we'll commence the Aharana Pranayama practice to focus at one spot in your body while breathing in and out. The first spot to focus your awareness is the center of the forehead. And we'll begin with the inhale at the center of the forehead and exhale at the center of the forehead. Repeating, inhale, center of the forehead, and exhale. And once more, inhale at center of forehead, and exhale. Good. Moving down to the third eye, inhale between the eyebrows, and exhale. Yeah. Inhale at the corners of the eyes, and exhale there. Inhale at the tip of the nostrils, and exhale there. Inhale at the hollow of the throat, and exhale at the hollow of the throat. Inhale at the shoulders, and exhale at the shoulders. Inhale at the upper arms, and exhale at the upper arms. Inhale at the elbows, and exhale at the elbows. Inhale at the wrists and exhale at the wrists. Inhale at the center of the palms and exhale at the center of the palms. Inhale at the fingertips and exhale at the fingertips. Again, to inhale at the fingertips and exhale at the fingertips. Inhale at the center of the palms and exhale there. Inhale at the wrists and exhale there. Inhale at the elbows and exhale there. Inhale at the upper arms and exhale there. Inhale at the shoulders and exhale there. Inhale at the throat center and exhale there. Inhale at the heart center and exhale there. Inhale at the base of the sternum and exhale at the base of the sternum. Inhale at the navel center and exhale at the navel center. Inhale at the sacral center and exhale the sacral center. Inhale at the root center, the base of the spine, and exhale at the root. Again, inhale at the root center and exhale at the root center. Inhale at the sacral center and exhale at the sacral center. Inhale at the navel center and exhale at the navel center. Inhale to the base of the sternum and exhale at the base of the sternum. Inhale at the heart center and exhale at the heart center. Inhale at the throat center and exhale at the throat center. Inhale at the tip of the nostrils and exhale at the tip of the nostrils. Inhale to the corners of the eyes and exhale at the eyes. Inhale at the third eye and exhale at the third eye. Inhale at the center of the forehead and exhale at the center of the forehead. Inhale at the crown of the head. And exhale at the crown of the head. Repeating, inhale at the crown. And exhale there. And one more time, inhale to the crown of the head. And exhale there. Good job. Now you're just breathing as though your whole body breathes. Absorbing peace, radiating peace. Peace is within you. You are peace. Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejasvina naditamastu, ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Lord, may we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we give strength to one another, and may our study be filled with light. May there be no jealousy among us. Let there be peace, peace, peace. Now start to deepen your breath. And begin to move and stretch in your body, awaken the muscles, and eventually roll to your side, and awaken the mind, and return to an upright position when you feel ready. Good. Thank you for your peaceful presence. Namaste.